Imagine a person who knows deep down that smoking is destroying his body, yet he lights another cigarette. Someone who fully understands that eating unhealthy foods will lead to weight gain and affect their health, but they still eat them. Or a person who knows that spending money beyond their means can lead to financial difficulties, but keeps overspending anyway. So why do you think that happens? What decisions should they make in these critical moments? And how can they deal with that? Today we are going to explain in depth everything about cognitive dissonance, from its origin to its meaning, from how it works to relatable examples, sharing signs of cognitive dissonance, how to solve it, and much more. But before we go any further, let me welcome you to the Self-I channel, a place where we blend psychological, philosophical, and spiritual theories into digestible pieces that you can easily use to understand yourself better and improve your life. If that resonated with you, feel free to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our videos. Back to our subject for today, we all know, in order to understand any theory, we must know where this theory comes from and what it really means. The theory of cognitive dissonance originated in the 1950s and was developed by the American cognitive psychologist Leon Festinger, who observed a group of people who strongly believed the world was ending soon. When the predicted event did not happen, he saw how they reacted. Based on this, he concluded that people experience discomfort when their beliefs and actions contradict each other. For example, if someone smokes but knows smoking is harmful, the conflict between their behavior, smoking, and knowledge that it's harmful causes dissonance. This is where the term cognitive dissonance comes from, and I am about to share with you 5 key things you need to know about cognitive dissonance. In 1959, an experiment called Festinger and Carl Smith was done. Participants were asked to do a series of boring tasks. Once they finished, they had to tell the next person that the tasks were actually fun and interesting. To encourage them to lie, they were paid either $1 or $20. The results showed that those who were paid $1 claimed to actually enjoy the task more than those who received $20. The $1 group felt the need to convince themselves that the tasks were fun because they didn't have a strong external reason for lying. Since they were only paid a small amount, they felt guilty and uncomfortable about lying for such a little reward. In contrast, the $20 group had a clear justification for lying. The money was enough to make the lie feel acceptable, so they didn't feel the need to change their opinion about the tasks. This is why Brahms' free choice paradigm states that after making a decision between 2 similarly appealing items, people tend to rate the chosen item higher and the rejected one lower to reduce dissonance. But a lot of people don't know that there are different types of dissonance. Let's review the 5 most common. There are 5 primary types of cognitive dissonance. 1. Belief disconfirmation. This occurs when a person encounters evidence or information that contradicts their existing beliefs. For example, if someone believes in a particular conspiracy theory and is presented with factual evidence against it, the conflict creates dissonance. 2. Induced compliance. This type of dissonance arises when someone is forced or persuaded to engage in behaviors that conflict with their beliefs or values. For example, agreeing to do something you don't support just to avoid conflict can lead to internal discomfort. 3. Effort justification. When someone puts in a lot of effort toward a task or goal and the outcome is not as rewarding as expected, they experience dissonance. To resolve it, they often convince themselves that the effort was worthwhile or valuable. For instance, spending years on a degree and then justifying the work, even if the job market isn't favorable. 4th, post-decision dissonance. After making a difficult decision, people often feel uncertain about whether they made the right choice. This dissonance can lead to buyer's remorse, where a person second-guesses their decision and tries to reduce dissonance by reassuring themselves that they made the correct choice. 5. Free choice. This occurs when a person has to choose between 2 or more attractive options, leading to dissonance after the decision is made. They may experience regret or doubt, wondering if the other choice would have been better, and they attempt to reduce this feeling by focusing on the positives of their chosen option. Let us know in the comments which of these types of cognitive dissonance you have experienced before and how you handled it. In the meantime, let me ask you, why do you think humans experience dissonance in the first place? All humans feel good and stable when there is harmony between their thoughts, their beliefs, and actions. So whenever we face conflicting information or behaviors, our minds naturally seek to reconcile these discrepancies to maintain a sense of psychological balance. For example, a person who values health but eats junk food might justify it by saying, "It's just one meal." Or when we see a close friend steal something and we believe stealing is wrong, we feel stuck. We don't want to tell on them because we're scared of losing the friendship. This creates a conflict inside us between being a good friend and doing what we know is right. This proves that cognitive dissonance affects our daily life decisions, pushing us to align our choices with our beliefs. If a choice contradicts our beliefs, we justify it afterward to reduce discomfort. When we do this, two things can happen. In the case of the smoker, the person could either change their belief, thinking that smoking isn't that bad, or alter their behavior by quitting smoking. Not only that, but there are also some key signs that clearly indicates you are experiencing cognitive dissonance. Dr. Prewitt says, one way people work through cognitive dissonance is to rationalize their behavior. This is why whenever you catch yourself rationalizing or justifying an action or choice you've made in order to feel okay with it, or you're carrying around guilt because of what you did, these are signs you're experiencing cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance can also cause stress and anxiety as people feel unsettled by the mental conflict, especially if the dissonance remains unresolved. But we can't label cognitive dissonance as a bad thing because it can be used to confront inconsistencies in our beliefs and actions for the better. People often confuse cognitive dissonance with being hypocritical or narcissistic, but they're not the same. Cognitive dissonance is about internal conflict, while hypocrisy refers to publicly advocating for something you don't practice yourself. Narcissism is more about inflated self-importance, not internal contradiction. We all know the benefits of having our beliefs and actions in harmony. When that happens, it's reflected positively in your life, socially, economically, and personally. Festinger's cognitive dissonance theory has three components: the inner conflict, the discomfort caused by the conflict, and the attempt to resolve the discomfort. Furthermore, there are multiple ways people may try to resolve their discomfort. Here's a proven step-by-step approach to addressing cognitive dissonance. Recognize it. Notice when your thoughts and actions are inconsistent. Identify the cause. Consider what beliefs, values, or actions are causing the dissonance. Challenge your beliefs. Ask yourself whether you still believe in something or if you can change it. Change your actions. Try to make your actions match your beliefs. Change your perception. If you can't or don't want to change your actions or beliefs, try viewing the situation differently. Step back and see the big picture. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Your likes really help the channel grow and reach more people interested in these kinds of video. Also, if you haven't already, feel free to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our deep dives into other theories and principles that can enhance your life. See you in the next video.